What would life mean if it wasn't about green? What would most fiend for, whore for, robin steal for? What would appeal more? What would separate the rich and the poor? Competition, repetition, meaningless, the best just like the rest. Fate couldn't hide by dress. Imitations would have no station, an actor would just be seen for that. Obesity, not a thought. In reality, this would be fought, caught not. Because of depression, expressions of minds could be defined and reroute time. The tranquility instilled in me benefits the best, and we move forward towards us, manifest destiny. What they said doesn't necessarily have to be. We weren't put here to be guided. We were fed greed to be divided. I fight it. Life itself won't smother you like quicksand will. Though we stand on hollow ground, we can't stop the search. We will be found. The problems that be, are they really? We look back on the past. We should laugh. Do the math. The past has passed. Live and learn, or feel the burn. We can't change what has been. That's past tense. To stay there is to create offense. Life is too immense. There's too much to see. Be one with yourself. Then you can deal with everyone else.
I did not invent the wheel, I was the crooked smoke adjacent. While the triple sixers, lassos, keep angels roped in the basement. I walk the block with a halo and a stick, poking your patience. Y'all catch a 30-second flash visual. Dirty cooperative net platoon, bloom head trip split ridiculous. Bad in the slicing of first generation. Fuck up what trickle down any hero smack. Cracking. I paced the game with 0 hour completion, green splash. Duke of early retirement, pick a dream. American nightmare hogging the screen. I'll hold the door open so you can stumble in if you'd stop following me round the jungle gym. Now it's honor and I spell it with the H I stole from heritage. Merit crutch stole the wretched refuse of my teaming resonance. I promise. Tempest towards breed with a bleeding conscience. See the creed accents responsive, but my sports divorce the wattage. And I'm sleeping now. Wow. Yeah, the settlers laugh. You won't be laughing when your covered wagons crash. You won't be laughing when the buses drag your brother's flags to rags. You won't be laughing when your front lawn spangled with epitaphs. Won't be laughing. Then I'll hang my boots to rest when I'm impressed. So I triple knot them and forgot them. This origami dream is beautiful, but man, those wings will never leave the ground without a feather and a lottery ticket. Now settle down. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. All I ever wanted was to pick up on the day, put the pieces back together my way. Headline with a pulse, shimmy cross the centerfold. At a dead time in gold, divvy crumbs for the better souls. With 7 deadly stains in here to blame the crystal conscience. The results of low life counting on one hand when he's accomplished. Okay, the activism chain, activate street sweep, plug deteriorating sentiment, Pendragon. Sports wars for the morbid spreading of mad alley goss. Sinking in Lincoln Log cabin and Charlie Chaplin. Why could zigzag and zig 'em again, but a bad screen sparkling in my brick wall windows. Another thick installment of one night in Gotham without the wretched. Houston, we have a problem. Tracks to the festive batch of city goblins who split holiday freak on a box cut cinema high road bellow. Head flips, watch red bricks turn yellow. Sorta similar to most backbones at Camp Icarus. Raw Philistines congregating and pampering for bickering. Life's not a bitch, it's a beautiful woman. You only call her a bitch cause she won't let you get that pussy. Maybe she didn't feel y'all shared any similar interests. Or maybe you're just an asshole who couldn't sweet talk the princess. Kiss the speaker wire, Peter pacifism pegging threshold. Stomach full of halo kibbles. Wingspan cast black upon visuals. Hit a duck hunt, ticker tape vision and pick apart the pixels. I got a friend of polar nature and it's all peace. When I see similar stars but can't sit at the same feast. Metal captain, this cat is asking if I've seen his bitter lost passions. Told him yeah, but only when I pedaled past him. All I ever wanted was to pick apart the day, put the pieces back together my way.
Balance beam dream, scales away praise, craze the ways people play. Image pushers, pussy fishers, blisters hoping to bust. Thrust into memory shimmery, glowing with envy, sending mixed signals, dismal existence, assist benign. Wanting to rewind time, climb the stairmaster, blaster of silence. Violence holograms, functionally spineless.
Sometimes I wonder if you'll ever shut the hell up, but you don't quit, and you just don't stop. Sometimes I wanna hop on the 5 and ride circles around my city a couple times and pity my troubled life. Sometimes I wake up like fuck the world, and after I flush the Earl, I wanna curl up in the corner of my basement, waiting for civilization to fold. The pressure to pay the toll no longer takes control. I can be a better dad, I can be better in bed, I can be a better man, I can be better off head, I can be a better son, boyfriend, or employee, but I better fix my head before I let that shit destroy it. Yeah, you know me, that cat with no game, no fear. Been in love as many times as I've been alive in years. It ain't my fears that frighten me, it's how I cope and construct and how I act as if I don't give a fuck. But damn, if I stop to count the amount of fucks I've handed out, all in the name of trying to find what it's about, I'd probably drown. Gasp, cough, gurgle, found dead, stiff positioned as if about to jump a hurdle. While you lose your hand, I'm losing the war. You live and think off the hook while I'm chewing the cord. Sometimes I reflect and sit and wish that I was ignorant, unaware of the poison, so I can enjoy sipping it. The only thing on my mind is everything, so I blame my brain for trying to hold me down. And when they finally wash it and hang it out to dry, make sure they know I spoke, make sure they know my sound.
If not my body, my mind, maybe even both combined. I shall tailor make my time. Understand that you are just human, most consuming. One's given, learn living. I got my plot from expressions of love, believing that others above. Now selfishly I strain the pain, but still not all to my gain. Who can I blame? Yet pain is our gain, and we still can retain our names. You have to help them shaft you. I laugh now cause it's past, do math through, but more than just numbers to confuse you. Compared by skin to close the minds of the insignificant.
And the gift to gab my sentence in your home court, bad as I appear. Transparently got scared. Moderate opponents that rate less until the moment I escape the thin air. I know my emotions leave the remaining 5% of soul. In there I'm a bona fide live poet till I die. Loaded high on my ego, slide to the up and up side and place my soul rights. And it will find my mic. I leave the sight 2020 plus 5 to wind up like likenessness. Not quite as nice as this. So listen close when I solicit flows and break a beat to stomping on toes. Close or classified a lie poet below to me to see me falling from the clouds and cry the reign supremacy. Bad as hell, but darker than my foresight. For I see many more icons that need to die tonight. And as a so-called true head, this needs to be said. You talk the bullshit, glamorize the bullshit. Now that shit is deader than your flesh and bones. So that's deep. 6 feet, and when the morning's over, don't sleep. Put up your bitch beaters and prepare for Mortal Kombat. Minor we, minor when stereo. Since my sixth sense awakening, I'm sleeping on the $1 pyramid until I'm broke. Just a hobo in this junction, so the sight smiles. Size up what lies within the stylus and the blanket trend until the blood of poet ends insane. And seeing now, in fact, the thrill is gone and I can never ever feel the same.
So what? I ain't got to be what nobody else want me to be, and I ain't afraid to be what I want to do. Think how I want to think.
And bust henceforth to almost give a shit what I've been making revelations since the genesis. In this life with respect, northern exposure is my nemesis. On the other hand, I keep a slight grip on reality. See what I've been properly preparing for your receiver. In the underground, I wouldn't sound your whack ass. But it's just the way souls strike day after night. I don't believe in none of what you say or think. Never sweat a hamburger, pimp only out for the cheddar. I don't think y'all even think so. Sink slow. I said it's a cool world where my ego as a sweater. That's why these girls with spandex and belly shirts in the winter emotionally numb to the bass drum and kick some lame game in the eardrum. Praise the rays of the sun, son. I raise eyebrows and drop jaws. Praise my flaws and never understand the half of me worth selling units. It has to be my unique shell encrypted for my dielectric cells. What transpires from here on into my retirement is pure composure. I leave you froze like cameos on site. Advertisements, it's reoccurring consistently, blurring efficiently. Administer the Renaissance Symphony. The future's not the same, so I rarely rock similes. Second to none, minister pimp of the industry. See, I grab my diction and dictate the audio improvement. My dedication is the good news.
Brother, all I wanted to do was find something. Break apart, break any part of this system because you are so provoked in your heart.
Maybe I get out of the ordinary, extraordinary. Fanfare waves carry soul throughout the world, minus the airfare. I am a live poet, dead precedent. Eventually goes set to be ego tripping. Beside the rising slip inside the soul, while the fly pterodactyl glides to the Jurassic Park on hip hop on bad as hellfire. And it won't stop until my skin expires. Here on the east, I pass the signal flies of an ass and whack MCs. Why my activates not quite as whack as my last release. I see the light, so I emanate. Who wanna play a hate? I'm bad at this. And go past the vast expanse of bands that never ran a miss. I'll play my cards and go for broke. What's older, my imagination. imagination got no space and time to collect dust. Thus I bust a sample to await the fate I foresee. And tells me older the masters, not over the masters. Now MC sick with no known cure. For what the kind is all considered violent and pure. Reagan and short shot stands in the top of molehill in Maine, so it still claims all your life. I live the infinite as I die by the mic.
What more to say? Somebody said it. I could build a picture for your mental, script the sky with gloss, have you believing in my religion. But once a scripture was read and reread, you would pronounce me and bury me, 'cause I broke. I ceased to excite your path of right. So that's why I won't sell you a dream. I think you should create your own. Reasons why. If the stars did not shine, the moon would be our only guiding light at night. If the wind did not blow, it would be impossible to fly a kite, right? A person without a purpose could never float to the surface and stay without pay. So why would people fight to claim someone else's type? Why would anyone give up love of life in hope that the other would shine bright? Desire only builds if they themselves have the fire, and this fire can only be fueled by living, doing things regardless of what they say.